So you've seen the 450 highlights. Let's get to the 250 highlights. And there we go. Hayden Deegan started the day with his hands in the air and meeting and greeting the fans at rider introductions. And he had his hands in the air at the end of the night by being crowned 250 Western Division champion. Wasn't without a little bit of drama though. Remember, he took a bathroom break right before the gate drop. He was sprinting. Enzo Lopes didn't even have his bike moments before the start of the 250 main.
Yeah, he didn't even get to take his sight lap. Just suits up. Kudos to the team there, that Bar X Yamaha team, getting it ready.
At the drop of the gate, it was Cole Davies on the 100, who had that inside lane. Great start, got the whole shot, and took off.
It was, I mean, right, incredible. Very similar to how his heat race was, having his teammate Michael Moseman right behind him. And they kind of pulled away from Hayden there early on in the race. And obviously Hayden would march back up and make that time up. But Julian Blumer, I think, had he got a good start, he had plenty of speed to win tonight. He looked great qualifying practice, and even in his heat race, despite the crash and in this main, he showed great speed. Back to like how he looked at the beginning of the season.
Look at this on Joe Shimoda. Just whipped through the whoops.
Yeah. Got
by the Honda HRC pilot. Meanwhile, back up front, it was three teammates from Monster Energy Star Yamaha. Michael Moseman was the man in the middle until Hayden Deegan put that move on him.
Yeah, that was a quick pass right up the inside, no contact made. He's able to take that rut a little bit lower than Moseman was. Blumer gonna get by Moseman. I think that would have been for the fourth position. Oh, takes him down. I wonder where Moseman went. There you go. What a bummer. He was riding so well.
He sure was. And then this is the moment that's going to have everybody talking for a long time. Deegan, with championship on his mind, just hip-checked his teammate off the track.
I've seen a lot worse angles and moves than that. And again, it's for the championship. You got to do what you got to do. And there you go. I've seen a lot worse angles in my life watching racing.
Cole Davies said I shouldn't have put myself in that position to expose myself like that. In the end, Hayden Deegan.
I know that Cole's saying that, but I can assure you, I'm sure he's not pumped on what happened. But I do love, you know, the personal responsibility he takes. He's done it all season long. But this guy, man of the hour, and then look at the frustration.
Well, he was crushed.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Absolutely crushed.
You wonder there, it's like, was he mad at himself in what he told us on the podium? You know, like, oh, I shouldn't have put myself in that position, or was he more frustrated about how it went down with his teammate?
What?
Hey, good ride. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good job this season. Thank you. Did I?
And there was a little confusion because the AMA were looking at that move multiple times. It took quite a few minutes until it was confirmed that Deegan was indeed the winner and the champion, with Davies finishing in 5th place. There's exactly a 25-point gap between them. And even if Cole Davies wins next week in Salt Lake City, it means that Deegan wins on a countback of higher placed podiums. So the end results, Deegan, Blumer, Marchbanks, really good for Julian to get back up on the podium for a long time, since the 3rd round of the championship. And then Garrett Marchbanks getting his 2nd podium on the season. Jordan Smith hung tough as well.
He did. Massive comeback. I'm telling you, Marchbanks and Blumer and even Smith, I mean, they were rolling. They were putting in incredible lap times. I was watching the timing and scoring throughout that whole race, and they were running the same lap times as the leaders.
Let's give a shout out to Drew Adams, the teenager on return after injury, and gets a top 10, a top 8 as a matter of fact. That's a nice confidence boost.
Well, a tough race to come back at. Elevation, bike isn't working, you know, performing quite like it does at sea level back in Florida where he trains at the dog pound. So yeah, great to have him back.